Flip.
Jemele Hill, if anybody doesn't know, blasted Trump. Hill went on a tirade about President Trump, your president, in which she called him a white supremacist and said that he was unfit to be president. ESPN's statement said Hill realizes her actions were inappropriate. The comments that Twitter from Jemele Hill regarding the president do not represent the position of ESPN. We have addressed this with Jemele, and she recognized her actions were inappropriate, as I mentioned a second ago. You know what? I want to go off and read some of her tweets.
Let's do that. What did she got to say?
She said, I gave you the initial one when she called him a white. She said Donald Trump is a white supremacist who has largely surrounded himself with other white supremacists, which it's not totally allowed right there when you're talking about Steve Bannon. And Jeff Sessions has been hating since the 1920s.
Beauregard.
He came out ready to
Jefferson Beauregard.
spit on somebody, a little girl trying to get into a school and integrate it. He had the spit swilling in his mouth. Got up in the morning, didn't even brush his teeth. Like, I'm ready, Mom.
Damn.
She went on to say, the height of white privilege is being able to ignore his white supremacy because it is no threat to you. Well, it's a threat to me. He's unqualified. Trump is the most ignorant, offensive president of my lifetime.
Damn, she went in.
It's kind of true. His rise is a direct result of white supremacy, period. He is unqualified and unfit to be president. He is not a leader. And if he were not white, he would never have been elected.
Wow. She went in. Hard in the paint.
What were your thoughts on Jemele Hill, D?
Well, this is my thing. You don't want to say that. As much as you might believe it, as much as you might think it, as much as your fan base might want you to say it, you don't say it. You just don't do it. Don't mess up your bag. Don't mess up the cash.
I'll say this.
Don't mess it up.
When we were coming in, we were talking about wearing suits.
We are suited and booted, everybody.
Tony mentioned an excerpt from Bernstein and Golf, talking about if you are important, it doesn't matter what you wear.
I said that.
D said that, yeah.
I'm giving that to Tony.
God, whoa.
Tony said this.
I said that.
Let Tony shine for once. It's all this production, he can't fucking shine. Let him be beautiful for one time. But anyway, this is the thing. If you want to claim it from Tony, go ahead, Greedy.
I will. But no.
No, this is the thing though, because
Yeah.
what you're saying I get, but let me propose this to you.
Yes.
If you have the power that she has to where they're not going to fire you.
How you know that?
They're not going to fire her.
How you know
Because they're
that?
putting too much into the six to break it up right
Let me
now.
tell you something.
They're not going to fire her.
They're not going to fire her.
Let me tell you something. Anybody can be fired.
That's not what I'm saying. I meant from this offense right here, her taking a stand, I doubt she will be fired.
Okay, here's a question. Do you think she's going to get a lot of blowback?
She already gets blowback because of her stances and stuff like that, how people feel
So
about her.
And how people feel on ESPN as this
Liberal.
pseudo-liberal news
This is
station.
just more the whole leftist progressive media. I don't know. I just wouldn't.
If she has the power,
I wouldn't do that.
If she has the power from her stance to take this, take a slight hit. Couple weeks she'll be back.
Question.
Why not?
She said this on air?
Oh, she tweeted it.
Oh, it's different.
But no. Yeah.
She did talk about white supremacy on air, though.
Yeah.
A little bit. She didn't go as far as that.
Yeah.
But she did talk about it on the show, like every other.
The reason why I say I think it's a
probably would've.
little different, Josh, it's one thing like tweet something, because this is what the president rolls off of. Oh, well, it's just a tweet. It's just a tweet. It's just a tweet. Even though that's BS, but it's just a tweet. It's a tweet. It's another thing to see people with your lips moving and people watching you say it. That's completely different. Because majority of this country, as much as technology has progressed, as much as we have progressed, it's nothing like seeing the raw video footage or just seeing you either do something or say something.
The Flip.